Hi, everybody. This is Vicki. We're sheltering in place at home, just like you are, but I thought I might put something out here for you guys. I've chosen a book to read today. It's called The Listening Walk. And when we get finished reading, we're going to talk about some things that you might be able to do with a book like this, where you can extend it. Those of you who are caregiving for children while they're away from school, this will give you some ideas of some things you can do with this book. And then maybe you'll be able to think that way about other books that you're reading. So let's start with the book. The book is called The Listening Walk, and it's written by Paul Showers and illustrated by Aliki. The Listening Walk. Hey, what's she doing? That's right, she's putting on her shoes and she's getting ready to go for a walk. I like to take walks. I take walks with my father and our dog. Our dog is called Major. He is an old dog, and he does not walk very fast. We go down the street, and we do not talk. My father puts his hands in his pockets and thinks. Major walks ahead and sniffs. I keep still and listen. I call this a listening walk. On a listening walk, I do not talk. I listen to all of the different sounds. I hear many different sounds when I do not talk. First, I hear Major's toenails on the sidewalk. Major has long toenails. When he walks, his toenails scratch the sidewalk. They go twick, 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 twick. I hear my father's shoes on the sidewalk. My father walks slowly, and his shoes go dop, 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 dop. I can't hear my shoes. I wear sneakers. I hear all sorts of sounds on a listening walk. I listen to sounds I never listened to before. I listen to lawnmowers. Lawnmowers are noisy. A lawnmower makes a steady zooming noise. It goes like this. Zoom. Have you ever heard a lawnmower? I like to listen to lawn sprinklers. Lawn sprinklers are very quiet. They make different sounds. Some sprinklers make a steady whispering sound like this. Shh. Other sprinklers turn around and around, and they go like this. On a listening walk, I hear cars in the street. The shiny new cars are quiet. They make only a soft hmm. But old cars are very noisy. Old cars sound like this. Brecka, 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 brecka. When cars go around the corner too fast, the tires go whirr. When cars stop quickly, they go ee. On a listening walk, I hear all kinds of sounds. A bicycle bell ringing, ring, 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 ring. A baby crying, wah, 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 wah. A jet flies over. Jets are very noisy when they're overhead. A jet goes, meow. A boy runs by dribbling his basketball. Bump, 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 bump. A lady hurries by us. She's wearing high heels. The lady's high heels go, pick, buck, pick, buck, pick, buck. A bus is coming. The lady starts to run. Pick, buck, pick, buck, pick, buck, pick, buck. The bus stops at the corner. Psh. The lady gets on. The bus starts up again. Around the corner, men are digging up the street. They are using a jackhammer. It makes a loud banging sound. Dack, 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 dack. The jackhammer hurts my ears. I put my hands over my ears as we walk by. Dack, 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 dack. Sometimes my father and I take Major to the park. It's quiet there. The sounds in the park are not loud like the noises in the street. My father and I walk down a shady path. I do not talk. I listen. I listen to my father's shoes on the path. They make a soft sound. They go chuff, 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 chuff. I listen to the birds in the park. I listen to the pigeons and the ducks. The pigeons fly down to meet us. They want us to feed them. The pigeons puff up their feathers. They take little tiny steps. They come toward us, nodding their heads. They say, "Prue, prue, prue, prue." At the pond, the ducks are waiting. They want us to feed them too. The small ducks swim up close. They turn their heads on one side and look up at us. The small ducks waggle their tails and quack. They say, "Yank, yank, wonk, wonk, yank, yank." The big ducks are not so brave. They stay back and swim around in circles. The big ducks look at us, but they do not come close. The big ducks say, "Yank, yank, yank." Sometimes I hear a woodpecker in the park. The woodpecker sounds like a little hammer. It goes rat-tat-tat-tat, rat-tat-tat-tat. In the park, I hear crickets in the grass. The crickets go creet, 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 creet. I hear the wind in the leaves. It whispers, shh. I hear bees in the flowers. Bzzz. It is fun to go on a listening walk. You don't have to go too far. You can walk around the block and listen. You can walk around your yard and listen. You do not even have to take a walk to hear sounds. There are sounds everywhere, all the time. All you have to do is keep still and listen. But right now, there are sounds you can hear. When you finish this page, close the book and listen. How many different sounds can you hear right now? Close your book and count them. Well, let's take just a minute and we're just going to be quiet and listen. I'm hearing a few sounds right now as well. My washing machine is making a humming sound as it turns the clothes around and around. I hear a bird outside tweeting, tweet, 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 tweet. Oh. A car just drove by and I heard it go vroom. Are you hearing some sounds where you are too? I bet you are. So, caregivers, something that you can do with this book like this is have your child imitate the sounds that are in the book. Okay, children love to make noises, so this is a great opportunity to let them do that in a positive and constructive way that maybe won't be annoying. So help let them make the sounds along with you, okay? And they might have a different opinion about how those sounds represented in the book sound, and so they might make a different sound than what was in the book, and that's okay. It might also be a really good idea during this time to take a walk outside. And if you can't leave your yard, I understand you're trying to socially distance yourself at this time, but you might be able to walk around your apartment building or walk down the sidewalk. You might be able to just go stand outside on the porch and do some listening without really having to go anywhere. And just listen for the sounds and help your children become tuned in to the world around them. As you go throughout your day and you do different activities like making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, see if your children can identify the sounds of making the sandwich. You can maybe listen for the sounds of pouring juice in a cup. You can maybe listen for the sounds of chewing and drinking, that sound when you've enjoyed something really good to drink. Okay. Maybe the sounds of things in your house. Maybe there are your washing machine or your dishwasher. Maybe the sound of the shower starting up. And so you can really help your child become a better listener to those sounds, and maybe even identifying what those sounds go with. So that's the story, The Listening Walk, and some ideas for how you can use a book like this to do a little teaching with your littles at home. Stay safe, wash those hands. Talk to you soon.